Hi everyone, I'm Beth with Bodies by Pilates, and today I'm going to take you through a side lying leg series to work on our glute med and glute max. So those are muscles that are quite important for our posture and stability, and so we're going to work them today. All you need is your mat, so come on down. We're going to get started by just lying on one side. It does not matter which side because we're going to work both of them. And you can pick your position. So if you decide that you want to prop yourself up on your arm, just make sure that you pull out of your lower oblique. So if you kind of rest like this, you're going to get into that shoulder and you're really not working the body. So I like to come all the way down. It just works for me. And I kind of prop my head up just a little bit. So you're going to go ahead and take those legs at a 90-degree angle. We are still, as you can see, I was sort of resting into my mat, but if I pull up from those bottom obliques, then I have a little space underneath there, and that's really what you want. So we're just going to get started. Top hand can use it as sort of a kickstand or just something to help balance you. We're going to lift and lower. So for these first ones, this is our book opener. And so we try to keep the knee and the heel on the same plane. So if you had maybe a yoga block right on that shin, you would be balancing it. And I want you to think about the movement really starting from the glute med here, right on the side of the hip. Your top shoulder is relaxed and your core is nice and tight. So again, you've got that space under those bottom obliques and we're just lifting and lowering. So you should start to feel that muscle right about now, which is great. All right, a few more seconds here, and then we're going to change this up a little bit. All right, so you're going to hold it at hip height, not as high as we were doing it. I want you to take it an inch forward, an inch back, an inch forward, an inch back. So with this, I want you to feel that glute max doing the move. The glute med is keeping it at that hip height. The glute max is activating the move. Little micro movement here. So it's not a lot of bouncing. Good, and just check back in, making sure that the abs are engaged, the top shoulder is relaxed. It's 1 inch forward, 1 inch back. All right, we're going to take it all the way out and all the way in. All the way out and all the way in. So with this move, I want you to keep it at that hip height. And keep that foot parallel to the ground. So if you kind of open up the foot, you're going to open up the hip too. And right now we want the hip pointed forward. So you're just going to take that foot parallel to the ground, bend the knee in, it hovers above that bottom leg, and then press it out. Good, so using the hip flexor here, kind of mimicking a walking motion. And then keeping it at hip height never really lets that leg relax. A couple more here. Last 3. The last 2. The last 1, hold it out here. Take it up. Back to hip height. So don't let it touch the ground here. Check back in, just make sure you haven't sort of rested in your mat. So you might feel yourself lengthen even more. And if you're able to get it up way up here, you have tipped off of your hips. So again, just focus on keeping that foot parallel to the ground. If you're feeling it, don't worry, I am too. And that's good. We want to feel it. If we're going to put in the work, we want to make sure that we're seeing the progress, feeling it. Just a few more here. You're going to hold your next one up there. So with this next one, it's a little circle forward. So you shouldn't necessarily be rocking the whole body, just that hip moving in the hip socket. Hold it nice and long here. So don't shorten yourself as that leg gets tired. And then reverse that circle. Really nice. All right, you're going to take that knee, start to bend it. Bend it over. You may not touch, and then press it out and away. Bend it in. Take it out. You might even feel this in the bottom leg. That's your stabilizer. So if you feel like that one's working as well, that's a good sign. You're doing it right. Just make sure that that top shoulder doesn't creep up towards your ear. It internally rotates and then it presses away. Very nice here. You can do it. And again, you're resting your head down. We'll just keep our form the same once we move to that other side. Last 3. Ooh. The last 2. And last 1. Good. You're going to go ahead, bring it down, bend that knee. I want you to go knee to knee, heel to heel, knee to knee, heel to heel. So it's an internal rotation and an external rotation. Really helpful to keep the hips healthy. So when people think they have tight hips, sometimes they're weak, sometimes they really are tight. Moving them in all directions is so important. Very nice. You got it. Just try to stay right on top of that bottom hip. Try not to rock backwards. Last 4. 3. 2. Last 1. Bring it back so that it is hovering over that bottom leg. Take it forward. Sweep it back. Past your midline. So you stretch out that hip flexor. And then sweep it forward. Sweep it back. Sweep it forward. Now, I cannot guarantee that we're going to do all the same exercises on the opposite side in the same order, because these are coming off the top of my head as we're in the right position. I love it. Can always think of more exercises to do, but I can't always remember them in the same sequence. So we'll definitely get to them. It just might not be that same sequence. We've got 4 more. You can do it. 3. 2. This next one, we're going to hold it forward. We're going to drop that toe and you're going to lower and lift and lower and lift. If it's burning, that's so good. Mine is too. Don't worry. It's not like it feels lovely. It feels like it's working, and that's amazing. We're going to do 4 more. 4. 3. 2. I added an extra one. Last one. Bend that leg. Take the soles of the feet together. Move them back. You want the heels in line with the hips. Close your clam and open it. Just don't rock off that hip. So make sure you really keep the hips right where they are. Drill through. Top one right over top the bottom one. And then just lengthen. If you started to sag in, lengthen the core. We're almost there. 4 more. 3. 2. And last one. Go ahead, lower those legs, tap out that hip. Never know if that really does anything, but I feel like I've learned that from when I was even younger. So we're going to go on to our back. Just to give the hips a little bit of a break, or at least the glute med a little bit of a break, we're going to work the glute max a little bit with just a little bit of bridging, okay? So come on down. You're going to come into your neutral spine. Neutral spine, everyone's different. I've got quite a big arch in my back. That is my neutral spine. My tailbone is heavy. My ribs, my back ribs are connected. My arms are just going to be down by my side. I like to roll my shoulders open so my palms are facing up. My feet are parallel and about a hand and a half away from my glutes. From here, I'm going to take a big inhale. Exhale, tip my pelvis up and then slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Good, so I saw a little bit of rocking there. We're going to roll it right back down. What I want you to concentrate on as we're doing our bridges is to make sure that your quads or your thighs are not doing all the work, but that your glutes are actually the ones, and your hamstrings taking you up. So you should be able to pull those toes back and just be on your heels, because all the weight will be in the heel of the foot, not in the toes. Next one, we're going to hold it up. hold it up here, little pulses. So it's this small micro movement. You may not even see my hips moving, but I'm squeezing even tighter. So I'm trying not to release each time, but it's a small movement. I'm trying to go higher each time. So the quads are lengthened. The belly is pulling in. You're not protruding that belly button out, and you're just little micro squeezes here. You've got it. Chest is open, but you're trying to close the rib cage as well. Now, I want you to come halfway down, you're right back up. Halfway down and right back up. You've got it. So it's more of a hinge, less of an articulation on this one, where you're just kind of lowering the hips halfway, popping them right back up. Use that breath each time. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now, down tap, pop up, down tap, and up. If you have a tendency to splay your knees open when doing bridges, you can always place like a towel, a rolled up towel, a Pilates ball, a yoga block, something in between. You would hold between sort of your knees, your inner thighs, and that would keep those knees tracking with your toes, but also activate your inner thighs. So a little extra bonus. Last 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold it at the top. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, soften the chest to roll it down 1 vertebrae. And good. Just bring those knees in, rock side to side, just to make sure we give a little massage to our low lumbar, that low spine. And then we're going to come on up and we're going to go to that other side. We're going to even ourselves out. Then we're going to go one more round into a series of bridges, and then we'll be done with this. Okay, so come on down. Bend those knees. Find that 90 degrees, pull up on those bottom of legs so I can see it right away. See how it then just lengthens out my top body. It's awesome. All right, from here, you're going to go ahead, just lift and lower and lift. So we don't go all the way down each time. That would release the muscle. So I want you just to lift and lower. And remember, with this, we're not opening back. We are staying on top of that hip. So adjust yourself as you need to, and then make sure you pull up the bottom obliques. Takes a second sometimes to get the right form. So that is okay. Sometimes it's really helpful to look at yourself in the mirror. And remember, it's this muscle right here where we want to see the sort of like that dimple. That's the muscle that's working. That's our glute med. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hold it right here. It's 1 inch forward, 1 inch back, or 1 inch forward, 1 inch back. I felt it right away. And it feels tired already because it was my stabilizer when we were on the other side. So if you feel like you're already exhausted, it's because it was working, even though it wasn't necessarily our working leg. Get that micro movement. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. You want to train your breath to work with you. Excellent. And remember, if that knee starts to come down, this is why sometimes it's good to watch yourself. I even noticed my knee was starting to lower a little bit. So 4, 3, 2. Last 1, we're going to take it out. We're going to bring it in. We're going to take it out. And in. Just keeping the heel and the knee on the same plane. Make sure that you're not shortening through the core. This is where that hip flexor is working. So, you know, we could do standing marches, seated marches, daily walks. All of that helps to strengthen the hip flexor. The only thing with that is that it does shorten it. So when you're doing a lot of walking, a lot of running, just make sure that you also do stretches to then lengthen out that muscle, because that's where it gets tight. You've got it. Last 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold it out there. We're gonna lift it and lower it. So make sure the foot is parallel to the ground. The hip is pointing towards me, not up towards the ceiling. And then just pull up on those bottom obliques just so that you don't shorten or rest in your mat. You want to be working the whole time. Then just try to concentrate on stopping right at that hip height, so don't come all the way down. That gives it an opportunity to release. We want it to be engaged the entire time. We got it. Use that breath. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, hold it at the top. We've got our little circles. I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like I've got the right order so far. Watch now, after this, I'll be like, I don't remember what we did. And then reverse your circles. Oh, it is definitely aching. Hold it right here. We're going to internally rotate that knee, bring it down, take it out, bring it down, and take it out. So don't let yourself fall forward and out. Stay right as if it's just drilled through your mat. Knee internally rotates, sweeps out. And then just make sure as we get tired, other muscles are going to want to jump in to help. So just making sure that that shoulder hasn't hiked up to our ear. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold it up there. Bring it down to hip height. Bring it in. It's knee, knee, heel, heel. So I have less mobility or range on this side. So this is me trying to open up the hip without rolling off of my hip. So it doesn't seem like it's moving quite a bit, but to me, it feels quite a bit of a challenge. So everyone is different. Just don't judge yourself against other people. Just judge your own progress. It's your fitness journey. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up there. Take it out. We're going to sweep it back. Sweep it forward. Sweep it back. So past your midline, you're going to have this nice lengthening. Sweep it forward and back. And then just remember, don't let it sort of lower down. Keep it up there, okay? Use that bottom leg. You can slow it down as much as you need to if you feel a little bit out of control, like you're getting a little loose. That bottom leg is tired. It's already worked. Now we're asking it to stabilize us. We've got 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, hold it forward, drop that toe, lower it, lift it, lower, lift. You got it. Ooh, it hurts so bad, but this is so good. I know it's working because this glute is literally screaming. Just make sure you haven't fallen forward. We're almost there. We're going to do 4, 4, 3, 2. The last one, bend that leg, bring it down. I think I got everything. Woo. All right, just tap that hip out. I hope I did. So we're going to rotate onto our back one more time. We're going to do a little bit more for that glute max. So come on down. All right, so with this one, we're going to go ahead and take our feet a little wider. And then still have them facing forward, so still parallel. If we were to open them up, we'd go right back to the glute med again. And I think we did a pretty good job on that. So let's keep those toes facing forward. Find your neutral spine, whatever that natural curve is and arch is, just as long as the tailbone is heavy, the chest is open. Go ahead, take an inhale. Exhale, tip the pelvis up so you've imprinted the spine, and then roll up one vertebrae at a time. So you've got this nice sort of parallel line from your knee all the way down to your shoulder. So if you're kind of up like this, just bring that belly in. That's going to help to protect that low spine. I want you just to lift the right heel and lower, and lift the left and lower. So when you do this, I don't want you to go up and down and up and down. You're going to keep your hips pushing, squeezing each time. You are just working on the flexion of the toes, if you can believe it. We're actually working on some footwork here. Obviously, your glutes and your hamstrings are working. Your core is working to stay engaged to help protect the low spine. One more on the right. One more on the left. Good. Both go up. Both go down. Both go up. Both go down. See how my hips are not lowering? I'm going to keep squeezing each time, just moving the heels. You got it. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. Squeeze on the right, squeeze on the left, squeeze on the right, squeeze on the left. So it's side to side. Stay on that right side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep it nice and high. Keep that belly button tucked in. Over to the left. Squeeze it. You can do it. Come center. Little squeezes center. Remember, tighter, tighter. Little release. I don't even feel like I'm moving, but I can see myself. Just a little movement, because I'm trying to hold that squeeze and just squeeze tighter every single time. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, the last one. Hold it at the top. Take that inhale. Exhale, soften the chest. Roll it all the way. Chest, knees come in towards the chest. Just rock it side to side. That was really great, guys. We're going to do a little hip opener here, but I do want you to take more time to stretch too. Just take your left foot down, cross your right over. Open up that right knee first. So you want to be able to open the hips now. And then for a little more, using that left leg, pull it closer to the chest. Everyone's different, super tight. So this is about as good as I've got today. You can hold this for as long as you want. You should usually hold your stretches for about 10 seconds. Set that foot down. Let's do the other one. And so if you have tight hips, I have other videos that can show you how to stretch, some daily stretches every day. That's really the only way, is to continue to work on those hips, to open them up is really the only way to make sure that you get sort of that range and mobility. It's work, but it feels good. So, and I know we're all busy, so we don't necessarily take the time to stretch all the time, but it's a really great idea to do that. Just go ahead, open your arms up, open your legs even wider, maybe wider than your mat this time. Let your legs fall over to one side. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale as those legs come through center. Exhale as they lower to that other side. So trying to take the knee down, keep the shoulder down, get a spinal rotation here. It feels so good. Bring those knees up to center. For a safe sit up, go ahead, just roll onto your side and then press yourself up. That was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to stretch a little bit more. Check out all the other videos. And if you like this one, please give it a thumbs up. And I hope to see you back here on the mat